hope you have subscribed to Loggery's YouTube channel and hit that bell notification on so that you do not miss any of our videos. Why you should work on your personality as a lawyer or a law student. Number one is, remember, you carry the personality of a lawyer not only in the court or in the office but also everywhere. Now what I mean to say is that you are a lawyer not only when you are in court, when you are in office, but when you are even outside, when you are in public, people look up to you. And you know, if you tell someone that I'm an advocate, the vibe changes. I mean, they give you so much respect. Now you should not you should utilize that respect in a good way. How? You should be confident, you should have zero attitude. Now if you become an advocate, if you are a law student, what we tend to take it as in the form of an attitude. Why? Because we know what is the law of the land, we know what are our rights, so we tend to have that attitude, which is not right. You need to be confident, do not have attitude. Instead you should be humble and kind. Now you'll say, what hardly matters if I'm not humble and kind? How does me being humble and kind in public would help me? Number one, you say, how would cases come to me? You say, how would cases come to me? This is how cases would come to you. When you tell someone that, okay, I'm an advocate, and you're very polite, if the person faces any legal problem, that person would come to you or would tell anyone else, okay यार तुझे problem आ रही है, okay that, you know, वो वकील साहब बहुत ही polite है, उनके पास चले जाओ. So you bring in cases. This would bring in cases. If you're working in a law firm, if you're working at a law firm, how would better clients would be given? That, you know, he or she has, this lawyer has a lot of patience, give him this client. I think he or she would be able to handle him well, her or her well, right? So you'll be able to get better clients. Bringing in cases obviously makes you a better advocate because you gain experience. This gives you experience. So that is why working on your personality, overall personality, is very important. Next is, people come and share problems with you. Obviously they would come and share problems with you, right? If you are approachable, if you're polite, if you're patient, if you're humble, if you're kind, then that would be of great help, and that is part of your personality. Okay, in a way this is the biggest networking. And this was not only about how you are. There are other things also which matter, which we're going to talk about in the coming slides. Okay, how you stand and walk. Good body language matters. Good body language is the need of the hour, and it matters. Stand and walk confidently. Don't walk with a hunch or with your face down. Now when you're walking down in the court or anywhere, you are in a law school, walking, you're walking like anything, you need to be confident. I mean, people should look up to you and they should copy your walk. You know, this person is so confident when he or she walks. So that kind, never, don't be like this sluggish person who, doesn't know how to walk. No, you are a lawyer, you are a law student, you need to be confident about that, and you need to walk straight and you need to walk without a hunch, right? When appearing before the honorable judge, be confident and don't give a vibe of being confused. You need to be confident. When you're appearing before the judge, stand straight, right? Chin up, neck straight, and then you need to, have the conversation, tell about the case. You should not give a vibe that you're confused. How can that happen? How will that happen? If you're prepared. I've done so many videos about it, that how you should prepare your case, how you should argue, how you should prepare the notes, everything I've talked about. Why? Because this is what is going to give you confidence. This is what is going to take away the confusion. So this is also part of your personality. Next is, tell yourself to carry that glow on your face always. The moment you put on your dress, you put on that confidence too. If you forget to be confident, then put a coat on your Almira. This is the best thing. Put a coat on your Almira that you need to be confident when you wear the dress. That dress should bring in confidence in you that you are an advocate, and that should be a positive attitude. Normally advocates, what they do, what the biggest mistake as an advocate that we do, and no one tells us, is that we don't consider other person as a human being. We say we are advocates, we are superior. Look, no one is superior, no one is inferior, everyone is equal, and that vibe you need to carry as an advocate, right? How you speak, energetic and fluent. You need to have that enthusiasm, energy, and you need to be fluent. Next is and audible plus audible. It is very important to be audible also. Audible, सुन पा रहे हैं आपको judges, right? Polite yet authoritative, no shouting, don't get angry. Now this is a very good way to argue that you are polite yet authoritative, but you are not shouting. Don't have to get angry at any cost. You are representing your client, and because you are representing someone else, you cannot get angry. You have to make sure that you're patient, you're polite, you're not shouting, yet you are audible. This is something that you should always keep in mind. Write a quote on your mirror that this is what I have to remember always. Before you enter the courtroom, tell, I need to be energetic, I need to be fluent, I need to be polite yet authoritative, right? Not looking confused at all. Too many pauses make you sound unsure about what you are saying. Do not pause again and again. You need to be confident, right? And how would that come? How would the pauses go away? If you have prepared the case well. Now, one thing that I want to tell you about these pauses thing is, you might think कि हमें याद करना है, हमें केस याद कर लेना है. No, आपको केस याद नहीं करना. वहाँ पे रट्टाफिकेशन कॉम्पिटिशन नहीं हो रहा कि किसको केस की डेट्स याद है. No, by prepared I mean that you need to know everything. You need to know the facts. You need to know the recent judgments, the old judgments, the difference, everything. You need to know the Baer Act, which is applicable to the case, and what the Baer Act says, what is the law. That is what is, when I say being prepared, that is what I mean by being prepared. Next, the right speed, louder with fewer pauses and greater variation in volume. You need to have the right speed. ज़्यादा तेज भी नहीं बोलना, ज़्यादा slow भी नहीं बोलना, इतना ऊंचा भी नहीं बोलना कि जजेस को लगे you are shouting. ऐसा भी नहीं लगना चाहिए, but इतनी आवाज होनी चाहिए that you are audible, with fewer pauses and greater variation. अब वेरिएशन कैसे लेकर आओगे अपने बोलने में? वेरिएशन प्रैक्टिस से आएगी, प्रैक्टिस से वेरिएशन आएगी, ऑब्जर्वेशन से आएगी. प्रैक्टिस कैसे करोगे? मिरर के आगे खड़े होकर बोलोगे केस. मैंने बोला था ना आर्ग्यूमेंट वाली वीडियो में, स्टार्टिंग में ये करना पड़ेगा. प्रैक्टिस ऑब्जर्वेशन से ही वेरिएशन डालना आएगा. वेरिएशन जरूरी क्यों है? जिस पॉइंट, जो इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है, अगर उसके ऊपर एम्फसाइज करोगे, उसको पॉज करके बताओगे कि ओके फाइन दिस इज द पॉइंट, वो कैसे करोगे? जब आप दूसरे एडवोकेट्स को देखोगे कि वो कैसे एम्फसाइज कर रहे हैं. आई ट्राई टू डू मोर एंड मोर वीडियोज ऑन आर्ग्यूमेंट सो दैट यू गेट बेटर ऑन इट, बट प्लीज ऑब्जर्व अदर एडवोकेट्स ऑल्सो एंड प्रैक्टिस. जो पॉइंट इंपॉर्टेंट है उसके ऊपर उसको पॉज दे के बोलोगे. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि जो इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट है वो भी बीच में ही चला गया, पता ही नहीं चला जजेस को क्या है, ठीक है ना? तो वो पॉज लेकर बोलना. इवन ऑब्जर्व कहाँ पे करोगे? सिर्फ एडवोकेट्स को नहीं, जब आप टीवी देख रहे हो, सीरियल्स देख रहे हो, वेब सीरीज देख रहे हो, तो उनको देखा करो वो कैसे बोलते हैं, पॉज कर. मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि एक ही बारी में सेंटेंस बोल गए, नो. तो वो वहां से आप ऑब्जर्व करके लर्न कर सकते हो. मेक आई कॉन्टैक्ट. बहुत सारे लोगों को लगता है कि आई कॉन्टैक्ट अगर ऊपर बिल्कुल आई टू आई देखो तो इट इज नॉट रिस्पेक्टफुल. इट इज रिस्पेक्टफुल, यू नीड टू बी रिस्पेक्टफुल, बट आई कॉन्टैक्ट इज important again because it adds on to your personality and confidence also. Create a balance between looking on your notes and looking up, looking on your brief, you know, taking out things and looking up. ये भी नहीं कि पूरा टाइम नीचे देखो, ऊपर जजेस के साथ भी आई कॉन्टैक्ट करना, फेस टू फेस देखना जरूरी है. वो बैलेंस आउट अपने आप ऑन द स्पॉट ही हो जाता है. अब आपको क्या फॉर्मूला याद रखना है? नॉलेज. नॉलेज कैसे आएगी? प्रिपेयर करोगे जब, तब नॉलेज आएगी. एनर्जी, अपने आप को रिमाइंड करवाना है, ठीक है. नेक्स्ट इज इंटेलिजेंस. इंटेलिजेंस कैसे आएगी? जब हमेशा जब भी फ्री हो अपनी लॉ की नॉलेज को अपडेट रखोगे, राइट. कॉन्फिडेंस, इन सब चीज़ों को करते रहोगे तो कॉन्फिडेंस अपने आप आ जाएगा. हैव अ गुड कमांड ऑन लैंग्वेज. अ लॉट मेनी ऑफ यू आर नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट बिकॉज यू डू नॉट हैव गुड कमांड ऑन लैंग्वेज. अगर पता है दैट योर लैंग्वेज नीड्स इम्प्रूवमेंट, देन वाई डोंट यू इम्प्रूव इट? टेल मी, why don't you improve it? You all have the time to improve it. अगर आप दिन में 1 hour भी दे दोगे ना to improve your language, it will improve. I can guarantee you. But you guys, whatever I tell, मैंने वीडियो भी करी थी how can you improve your language, what you guys do, आप उसको एक दिन फॉलो करते हो, 2 दिन फॉलो करते हो, हद 1 week फॉलो करते हो, and then you don't follow it, and that is why you're not able to improve your language. So प्रॉमिस करो इस वीडियो के नीचे कमेंट करके कि प्रॉमिस we'll improve our English, we'll improve the language, not only English. If you have to argue in any other language, you have to improve your language if you think that it needs improvement. If this thing is taking away your confidence, language, then you will improve it. Okay, use good and easy words. Don't show off. We don't need to show off. You don't need to go there and show off your vocabulary. Use the words which the judges, the presiding officer can understand. It is very important. Understand. हम क्यों हैं? Because we are representing our client and we are not there to show off our language or any other skills. हम क्या कर रहे हैं? हम सिर्फ अपने client को represent कर रहे हैं. तो अगर आप कोई difficult word use कर दोगे जो judges को ही नहीं समझ में आएगा या फिर जो opposite counsel है उनको ही नहीं समझ में आएगा, तो क्या फायदा? If someone is weak in speaking some language, never make fun of that person. Normally क्या होता है, the opposite counsel might not be good with the language and you make fun of that person thinking that if I'll make fun of that person speaking the language in which the presiding officer or the person you are talking to understands. Now बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि जो एडवोकेट्स होते हैं उनको ऐसा लगता है कि हर कोर्ट में इंग्लिश ही बोलनी है, ठीक है ना? नो डाउट बहुत सारी कोर्ट्स क्या मोस्टली कोर्ट्स में इंग्लिश ही बोलते हैं, बट कभी कभी कई कोर्ट्स में प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर इज नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद इंग्लिश बट इज कंफर्टेबल विद द रीजनल लैंग्वेज के साथ कंफर्टेबल होते हैं. एंड यू नो आई एम 99% श्योर कि मोस्टली एडवोकेट्स को रीजनल लैंग्वेज लिखनी नहीं आती होगी, पढ़नी नहीं आती होगी, बट बोलनी तो आती है. आप उस रीजन में रहते हो तो आपको वो रीजनल लैंग्वेज आती है, बट फिर भी हम इंग्लिश में बोलते हैं. If the presiding officer is asking you questions in the regional language and if you have seen कि वो regional language में ही advocates के साथ बात कर रहे हैं, तो इसका मतलब the person is comfortable in regional language. तो अगर हम regional language में argue कर लेंगे तो कुछ हो जाएगा. No doubt उस कोर्ट की language English है, no doubt regional language नहीं है. क्या हो जाएगा? हम क्यों नहीं करते ऐसा? क्योंकि हम सोचते हैं हमें English आती है, हम तो English बोलेंगे, but हमारा purpose क्या है वहाँ पे? English बोलना. वो English speaking competition हो रहा है, वहाँ पे purpose क्या है? क्लाइंट को जस्टिस दिलाना, दैट इज व्हाट वी आर देयर फॉर, दैट इज आवर पर्पस. देन व्हाई डू वी मेक इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग आवर पर्पस? तो वहां पे देखना है जो लैंग्वेज प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर जिसमें कंफर्टेबल है वो लैंग्वेज बोलिए, राइट? दिस इज द प्रैक्टिकल थिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू. नो डाउट उस कोर्ट की लैंग्वेज इंग्लिश है, बट अगर बाकी सारे एडवोकेट्स रिलीफ लेके जा रहे हैं रीजनल लैंग्वेज में बात करके, क्योंकि जो प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर है वो रीजनल लैंग्वेज में बात करते हैं, ये नॉर्मली ट्रिब्यूनल्स में ज़्यादा होता है, ठीक है? तो आप रीजनल लैंग्वेज में बात करेंगे बिकॉज हमारा पर्पस क्या है? अपना केस निकालना, राइट? और द पर्सन यू आर टॉकिंग टू. अब आप ज़रूरी नहीं है ये प्रिजाइडिंग ऑफिसर या जजेस के साथ ही ऐसा करना है. अगर आप किसी एडवोकेट के साथ बात कर रहे हैं, उनको इंग्लिश नहीं आती या कोई और लैंग्वेज नहीं आती, कोई भी हो सकता है, क्या पता उनको रीजनल लैंग्वेज ना आती हो, उनको सिर्फ इंग्लिश आती है, तो आप इंग्लिश में बात कर लीजिए, राइट? लैंग्वेज इज अ मोड ऑफ communication, right? It is not a mode of show off. About what you speak needs to be taken care of. Obviously when you are in the courtroom you are going to talk about the case, that is very much clear. जब आप दूसरे lawyers के साथ हो, अपने colleagues के साथ हो, तो you need to choose your topics wisely. Do not indulge in talking about someone else. Don't be that advocate who says bad words about any other advocate, right? Best topics are recent judgments के बारे में बात करो, recent developments in law के बारे में बात करो, क्योंकि एक impression जाता है, एक impression पड़ता है दूसरे advocates के ऊपर भी that this person is a serious advocate. और starting में जैसा impression दे दोगे, first impression is the last impression, याद रखना, जैसा impression दे दोगे वैसा ही बन जाएगा. So choose your topics very very wisely. Use your free time wisely. ये बात मैं आपको बार बार बोलती हूँ that जब भी आप कोर्ट में हो, फ्री हो या ऑफिस में हो, फ्री हो, तो आपने अपनी नॉलेज अपडेट करनी है लॉ की. एंड अगर कोर्ट में हो तो ट्राई करो दैट यू गो एंड सिट इन द लाइब्रेरी, right? Yes, you should talk to other advocates, you should have coffee with them, but what you need to keep in mind that you have to update your knowledge of law also. Don't be part of the gossip group. Majority do this. You are a lawyer, you have to do something because you have a goal and a mission. I don't say that you should not talk to other advocates. You should talk, but you should know when to leave. They should not look like this, that you attend your cases and then you have your coffee. No. Your day should look like that, okay, you attend your cases, you also have your coffee, and you also take out time for updating, for reading books of law. This is very important. Increase your knowledge whenever you can. Create a balance between networking and studying. You need to create a balance between talking to other advocates and taking out time to study. This is what you need to do. This is very important. No doubt it is very difficult to get up and go. You can always tell them, oh, I have a case, I need to go. And that is the best way. And you can just go and sit in the library and read and study. Clothes. Iron clothes, polish shoes, clean band, clean black coat, follow the dress code. That is what you need to do to have a good personality as a lawyer in terms of clothes. कीजिएगा और अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर भी कीजिएगा। चैनल को प्लीज़ सब्सक्राइब करना और बेल नोटिफिकेशन ऑन कर देना ताकि जब भी मैं एक न्यू वीडियो डालूँ आपको नोटिफिकेशन आ